16 and play this game to Thunder versus Golden State Warriors. So I'll see you guys after it. So.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. Tonight we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for the Warriors, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And an extra minute here. Shaq, one of the most exciting moves to watch in basketball, a slashing drive to the rim. Who would you say are the league's best slashers?
I'm going to be quick because I'm not really a guard. I know Kenny probably has a couple things to say. Let me go with Russell Westbrook, freak athlete, attack mentally. Monte Ellis, elite quickness, terrific touch around the rim. James Harden, strength, aggressiveness, ability to draw contact. Tyreke Evans, that's his whole game.
Wow. I thought you weren't going to – how'd you come up that quickly with those guys?
Because I'm trying to give you time to talk, baby.
Man, so I'm going to slow it down. I would say, league MVPs, obviously. Durant and LeBron, those guys, with their mobility and height, LeBron James is like a bullet train, so it's almost impossible to stop him. So I'll end it there, man. But that was quick. Russell, who'd you say?
Russell Westbrook, Monte Ellis, James Harden, and Tyreke Evans.
Wow. It's impressive.
Quite the list. Thanks for joining us.
How did he act like he knew the question you were asking?
We go courtside with Kevin Harlan for the call. Somebody was feeding him the answers.
From Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, the home of the Thunder, we're broadcasting from the Chesapeake Energy Arena. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. It'll be the Thunder off the tip. Now Golden State's starting five. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3, and it's Curry in at the 1 spot.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Now here's Green, takes the 13-footer, no good from Bogut.
Well, I tell you what, guys, last season the Thunder were fantastic on the glass. I mean, they started out as a great rebounding team and got even better after their trades.
Westbrook kicks to Ibaka, and he goes in for the dunk.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Thompson misses. Last season, the Oklahoma City Thunder led the entire NBA in rebounding. Greg, they did well on both ends. First in the league in offensive rebounds and second in defensive.
And, Kevin, the thing that sticks out for me, for OKC, everybody rebounds. The guards, the bigs, the wings. It really has a huge impact and allows you to have that many more possessions. So if this team is healthy, watch out.
Now here's Curry following the shot by Kevin Durant. Barnes can't get it to go.
3 misses to start the game. Still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
And Westbrook, here we go. Ibaka, wide open, he fires. They get it again for 3. And Kevin Durant, good for 3. Durant's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And that one's good.
Looks like he took that last 3 a little personal.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Greg. You saw it in his eyes. I mean, heck, that was a payback shot right there. I don't think there's any doubt.
Here's Roberson from past the arc. Durant, no good. Barnes dishes to Curry. Shoots the 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Thunder have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway.
And, you know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
Now here's Westbrook. Just 4 to shoot. Again, Ibaka missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Barnes can't get it to go. Well, going back to Bogut when he's healthy, he's a very difficult matchup for any opponent. Greg, one of the great rebounders and defenders certainly in this game now. He also, though, gives you points from the blocks and with timely putbacks.
You know, he's become an unsung hero in a sense. Not the flashy guy who entered the league, but more of a very talented lunch pail kind of guy who simply wants to do his part.
So it's the Thunder now, following the miss by Draymond Green from deep. Here's Durant. Here's Adams, using his post move to get the 2 points. Adams has got his second bucket of the game to go.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
Curry attacking. Can't get it to go. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Westbrook passes to Roberson. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist from Roberson. Westbrook's got his first points of the night.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Ultra impressive, guys. Caught them off guard, and they've taken the momentum in this game now.
Now here's Barnes. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And Green gets it to go.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target. And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Steven Adams. Dion Waiters comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Foy in for Roberson. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Here's Cantor. Here's Waiters. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And Dion Waiters traded last season to the Thunder. They wanted him as a shooting and scoring threat off the bench. Didn't want him to try and fill the void that Harden played when he was a member of the team.
You know, Greg, for Waiters, it would be unfair for the Thunder to ask that of anybody. You know, that's tough to do. Clark, hard to make up what Harden had accomplished.
Yeah, and the Thunder even asked Waiters not to wear number 13 to avoid any comparisons, which I think was a smart move. But they still would like to have him provide some punch in terms of points off the bench.
And, guys, Dion Waiters is a man who has never met a shot he didn't like. Despite shooting less than 40% from the field last season, he just kept on shooting. Now, every once in a while, he'd get hot and it would look good. But when he's off, which was most of the time, it didn't look very good. He's got to improve shot selection and shot discipline.
The Thunder leading by 3. Pass to Cantor. The dish to Waiters. Westbrook kicks to Durant. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. 6 points for Kevin Durant. Ray, getting back to Waiters, there's a reason the Cavaliers dealt the former 4th overall pick in the draft. Not only did he shoot poorly, but Clark, he averaged less than 2 assists a game.
Yeah, I think it's a mindset adjustment with Waiters. I've loved his talent and his ability to make plays and shots. Now he just has to recalibrate his thinking so he can be effective in the role he's asked to play.
Now, here is 4. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's a screen by Cantor. Cantor with a screen on Green. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Green. Barbosa dishes to Green. Here's Spates. And it falls over the rim and in. Spates has got his first 2 points. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. It's the Thunder. They're up by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, I think Coach will allow me to take that shot. And it's tough to guard, especially when you see a couple go in. That basket gets a lot bigger.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Just the way they've been able to pound that backboard. I think that's been the difference.
Establishment of a good low post presence, a big part of the success.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Oklahoma City right now, inside, you've got Ibaka and Cantor. Foyle is out there with Anthony Morrow, and it's Waiters in at the 3, the small forward. Thompson with it. Outside Curry. Here's Ezeli. That's good.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season. Signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
There's a screen by Cantor. Waiters passes to Cantor. Back to Waiters. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one is on Rush. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years. Ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever. But also of note, it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
Now here's Waiters. Harrison Barnes missing on the 3. And he gets it to go.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low than I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there. It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Here's 4. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And Adams with the slam.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Barnes kicks to Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Fader on the way. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Ibaka's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Boy, and for Randy Foye, I thought it was a big bounce-back year for him last season. His points per game were the highest they've been in 5 years, and his field goal percentage was the highest it's been in 5 years as well.
Some changes. Singler, he's checked in for Dion Waiters. Roberson comes in for Anthony Morrow. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Randy Foye. Then for the Warriors, Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Festus Ezeli. And Ian Clark subbed in for Brandon Rush. Warriors trail by 6. Clark dishes to Curry. Here's Clark. Back to Barnes. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Westbrook passes to Adams. There's a good screen. Ibaka outside. Feeds it to Westbrook. Shoots from the baseline, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Kevin Durant's checked in for Serge Ibaka. Green's checked in for the Warriors. Livingston comes in for Steph Curry. The Thunder shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. When you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
Here's Clark. Green kicks to Clark. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Now here's Barnes from the baseline. It's rebounded by Durant.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
Takes it from 10. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Warriors trail by 7. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, for that matter.
Now, here's Westbrook. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Westbrook missing again.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Oklahoma City. Then for the Warriors, Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Ian Clark. He hits the second from the line.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm before the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet.
Here is Livingston after Enes Kanter's basket. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Spates sets a screen. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Dion Waiters.
Durant against Green. Durant up top. 4 seconds left. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so we wrap up the first half. Thunder lead by 8. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, what has allowed you to build this lead and get some separation here?
Well, we've just been playing hard. Those guys are tough to guard. They cut so hard. They play well together, and we had a decent half. We got to keep it going.
Kevin, you've earned a rest. Guys, back to you at the table.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. Some nice stretches of basketball from them, and at one point, they pushed the lead up to 7. Shaq, your thoughts on the Thunder?
What stood out to me more than anything else was how hard they got after it on the offensive glass. They were keeping possessions alive and converting those rebounds into points. Take away those extra points, they're not in this position, Ernie.
And over to Kenny now. How'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Too much of their offense was perimeter-based. To be successful in this league, you have to score in the paint. Now, that doesn't mean you have to run your offense through the low post, but you've got to send guys to the baskets on pick and rolls, dribble drives, whatever, to create high percentage opportunities you can win with.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
The second half beginning in just a moment. A fantastic game from Draymond Green in this one.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Warriors trail by 8.
Well, with the season the Warriors put together, they came out way ahead of everybody else in the West. I mean, given how tough the West was last year, that makes their 67-win season all the more impressive. One of the best in history in my mind.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Barnes and Green of the forward set. The Splash Brothers of the guards. And it's Bogut in at the center position.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Warriors took apart the West last season. They went 42-10 against the rest of the conference. The games between them in second place and the West were the same as the games between second place and 8th in the West.
And the Warriors didn't just pick on the little guys. I mean, they had big wins over the top teams in the West. Against the rest of the playoff teams, the Warriors were a whopping 20-5.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. And that one's good. Durant.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now, here's Thompson. He has 5. He dishes it to Curry. Adams against Green. Nobody near Barnes. That 3 off the mark.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it. 3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Warriors trail by 12. Find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Green. Coach would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible. We can expect to see them going to him constantly. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks again, Doris. Out to Ibaka. Durant dishes to Ford. Durant against Green. Here's Adams. Knocked loose. Well, you knew something was amiss with Durant last year. They eventually shut him down for the entire season after he was injured, which was the safe thing to do. And, Greg, the right thing to do.
Absolutely. When you have a franchise player trying to work back from injury, no need to try and get a few more games from him at the risk of derailing his career.
Now, here's Thompson. Following the shot by Kevin Durant. Thompson passes to Bogut. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. The number 1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
You know, going back to Bogut's fanfare entering the league, was 3rd in Rookie of the Year balloting. Then he went on to have some solid, if unspectacular, years, though his shot blocking and defense were always strong.
Singler, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Morrow comes in for Russell Westbrook. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And guys, one thing people often forget to mention about Bogut, his passing. What sets him apart as a big man is his court vision, and whether it's from the high post, low post, he can create opportunities for his teammates.
Now here's Durant. 8 points for him. 6 to shoot. The 10-footer finds the target. Durant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
Curry kicks to Bogut. Screen by Bogut. Thompson dishes to Ezeli. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Now, here is 4. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. The wide open look for Durant. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Durant's got 12.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half. But since the break, he's been on target.
Ezeli the pass to Rush. Some nice passing by Golden State. Curry outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Ibaka sets the pick for Durant. Ibaka right side. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And now an 11-point Thunder lead. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Curry kicks to Bogut. Back to Curry. Bogut with a screen on Durant. Thompson in the corner. Wide open look. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid in by Bogut. Bogut's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan said to the team. He said their plan was run their offense through Kevin Durant. Their offense is most effective, Coach said, when he is most involved. And they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks.
And for all the flash and dash in Oklahoma City over the past few years, Serge Ibaka silently goes about his business. While all eyes are on the megastars, Durant and Westbrook, Ibaka lurks around like a jaguar. I mean, finding opportunities to exploit any weakness in the opposition.
No good on that one. Talking about Ibaka, he does so many things that help his team. The little things that always make a difference, even with his superb free throw shooting. Up to a remarkable, Clark, 84% last year.
Yeah, but, you know, Ibaka had an injury of his own. As much as people talked about Durant's injury, the knee soreness Ibaka had cost him 18 games last year, so that was tough for him.
And he's good on the second. And, guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, you know, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47. Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Foy dishes to Durant. The pass to Cantor. There's a screen by Cantor. Durant up top, covered by Barbosa. 5 to shoot. Back to Durant. Puts it up. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
And here is Durant. Missed. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Thunder up by 7. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And the final period of play just about to start. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Cantor is the power forward with Adams in the middle. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Waiters in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Now here's Westbrook. 6 to shoot. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Iguodala with it, and it's Waiters picking him up. Here's Curry, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Oklahoma City shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Waiters passes to Westbrook. Waiters on the wing, guarded by Curry. Back to Westbrook. Takes the 3. And it's Westbrook again missing. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Green. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Green's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket to the Warriors. Here's Roberson. Now here's Waiters. Left side, Westbrook. Westbrook missing again.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Curry kicks to Clark. Takes a 3. No good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Roberson. To the paint. Here's Cantor. The Thunder with another miss. Warriors trail by 5. Iguodala outside. Puts up a 3. Can't hit. Excellent D from Cantor. Thunder have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. And they'll keep possession. Westbrook kicks to Cantor. Waiters dishes to Cantor. It's banked in off the glass.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
And Iguodala knows just how deadly his teammates can be from outside, and he looks for them to get their shot before getting his own. I think this situation for him in Golden State's perfect for his skill set.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. They're getting outshot from the perimeter. He told them, we've got to close out faster on the outside shooters. These threes are killing us. Kevin, can they tighten their D?
Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Golden State. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. Now here's Curry. Here's Barnes. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. You look at the metrics for it, Clark, and Iguodala is onto something. He just knows to look for the best team shots.
Yeah, he's got a really good basketball IQ, and I think it's his selflessness that allows him to tap into that, especially at the offensive end. Rarely forces situations offensively.
First one falls for him. A nice bounce back here for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
The Warriors making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Barnes hits them both.
I tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test, and with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches, and then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor.
Here's Green. The Thunder making the shot 11 feet away. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Green's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year, and that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up, and oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of your game.
Thunder with some changes. Baca comes in for Enes Kanter, and Durant subbed in for Dion Waiters. The Thunder leading by 5. Now here's Westbrook. Jacks up a 3, and it's Durant. That time on the assist by Westbrook. 15 points for Kevin Durant.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness. You know, he's got that beat speed, phenomenal speed. I mean, those kind of wide open buckets, they can come in bunches for him.
Curry against Westbrook. Curry with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And Durant sends it back.
And really, they've rebounded well all game long.
Yep, and they've needed every one of those boards. This game's still close.
Warriors trail by 6. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
And both free throws good for Curry.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've gotten extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game. Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
.56 left in the fourth quarter. Durant against Thompson. That doesn't go either for Durant.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded thus far.
Now here's Thompson. Green with a screen on Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson passes to Green. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Got a piece of it. Tries to keep it alive. And he's able to get it back.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Curry kicks to Bogut. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Ibaka with a screen on Bogut. Durant kicks to Westbrook. Oklahoma City moving it around. And Durant gets it to go.
Boy, Durant showing us how it's done with that stroke.
There's 45 seconds left in the game. Curry dishes to Bogut. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. They'll shoot two. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Shooting Oklahoma City. Andrew Bogut. 2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here are the Thunder now. A 6-point lead. Roberson the pass to Ibaka. Durant drawing the double team. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. 2 shots at the line upcoming. Steven Adams.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Look who's coming out of the court. It's your Thunder Girls. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up.
It's Curry with the drive. Barnes kicks to Thompson. Money! And now they trail by just 4. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
He had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
$16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. From deep, Green. Bogut dishes to Green. Thompson passes to Barnes. Nails the triple.
And they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
OKC, make some noise for your Thunder Girls.
Six seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. gets the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Misses the shot. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Russell, congratulations on this win. What were the main factors that helped you stay in control of this one down the stretch?
Just try to be aggressive. And we did a good job in all game of staying aggressive. Our defense was key towards the end, and we did a good job of closing the game out.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Kevin Durant. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
This was vintage Kevin Durant we saw tonight, fellas. Just tearing it up. He's got the most diverse set of skills out there from an offensive standpoint. There isn't anything he can't do. And defensively, he can do it as well. It's almost impossible to count all the ways Kevin Durant helps his team.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. You're getting jealous. And he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.